city of Columbus, so those folk down at City Hall, thought it was wise, and not thought meaning past tense. They think it is wise, speaking in the present tense, to spend thousands of our tax dollars, thousands of your tax dollars and my tax dollars on consulting and coaching for Police Chief Thomas Quinlan and representatives in the mayor's office, and for Andy Ginther, the mayor himself. Now, I guess I shouldn't be too pissed off. Some folk would say that to lead the civilian review board group meetings that they are going to be having over from now until November, they have 49 more meetings that they are going to be having. They had their very first that we streamed live here on the network at 4 p.m. today. They're going to have 49 more in the next 89 days. But I guess I should be happy that the consulting agency that they hired is a black-owned consulting agency, Rama, R-A-M-A Consulting. They were hired for $19,800 to prepare and lead the meetings. I can't make this stuff up. I'm looking at the contract in the bid right here. I'm looking at it, and the contract goes from August 1st to February 28th next year. An almost $20,000 contract. I'm even looking at the proposal, and it looks like they won't be doing much at all. Nothing that folk couldn't do. They are going to meet 1 hour every 2 weeks prior to each meeting with the mayor's staff to discuss meeting expectations, goals, and objectives. They're going to draft meeting agendas, and they're going to facilitate the meetings. They're going to prepare all the materials. So basically, they're going to be the secretary for the meeting. $19,000. Just for that. But like I said, I guess I shouldn't be too upset. And I think it's worth noting that this same organization, the Rama Consulting Group, who the president and CEO of that consulting firm is Wright, who has a BA of political science from Winston State University, has a master's in public administration and workforce development from Ohio State. I guess I should be happy and all right that a black-owned company got this contract, but I'm not. I don't see why you needed to spend damn near $20,000 for some people to put meeting minutes together. Y'all could have done that on your own. That 20 grand could have went to fixing these potholes in our streets. That 20 grand could have went to making sure the homeless people in the city are able to eat, they have shelter. That I could think of a numerous of things that $20,000 could have went to. Now, let me push onward, because that same group, they were hired by the city to facilitate the meetings of Chief Thomas Quinlan's advisory panel. So this same group, they're getting paid another $19,200 to do the same thing. So let's do the math here. So that's $19,800 plus $19,200. That is $39,000 in two contracts. They're getting paid of our tax dollars. to basically put meeting minutes together. $39,000. Can I get a gig like that? I got somebody down the street. I got an auntie, I got an uncle who can put meeting minutes together. Are you willing to pay them $39,000 to do that for the next couple months? They're proficient. They have master's degrees. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be speaking like that. I'm sorry. $39,000 though. Divvied into 2 contracts. Now, check this out. A company by the name of the Saunders Company was just hired for $47,500 to help the police chief and to help the mayor with crisis communication and strategic planning. And from reading this proposal, they are also going to be coaching Chief Thomas Quinlan on media interviews and how to be a better public speaker. That's going to be done by performance consulting, and that's for a contract up to $10,000 if they don't use it all, to make sure the police chief doesn't say the wrong thing on TV. To make sure the police chief, Thomas Quinlan, doesn't accidentally tell the truth about what his officers are doing. They're paying $10,000. So, the city, that's $49,000 plus $49,500. That's almost $100,000. That's, to be exact, $98,500 of our tax dollars that the city is using to pay for consulting and media coaching. $98,500. Now's the time you should ask yourself, shouldn't you have paid attention in public speaking class, Chief Thomas Quinlan? Is it now in that time? But $98,500 divvied up into 5 different contracts. 2 of the contracts, over half the money, going to a black-owned consulting company. I guess one would argue should be happy about that, but I'm not. It's still a waste of our tax dollars. Still a fundamental waste. And you know what? When I see stuff like that, this is what I say to it.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell no, no.
I say hell to the no. Hell to the no. I will not stand for it. I won't be satisfied. I'm not happy that they are doing this. Quite frankly, I am pissed off, and change needs to be brought to City Hall. Change needs to be brought to it. And you know what? I almost forgot until it was brought up today in the working group, in the working group for the Police Civilian Review Board, when one of the people on that board, during her introduction, she was saying that she was honored to be chosen to work on this initial review board to form what it's going to be like. She reminded me that, and like I said, I almost forgot that Mayor Andrew Ginther was a Columbus City School Board member. For a brief period of time, he was a good guy. I forgot about that. Forgot about it.
If you're tired of mainstream media outlets selecting news stories and events that don't appeal to Black America, then become a member of the UnBossed Network today, where we are the voice of Black America and providing coverage of events and news stories that you won't hear anywhere else. Visit theunbossednetwork.com to become a member today.